If your app uses Google login or any third-party login, be it GitHub login or whatever, Apple wants you to offer an additional login option that protects user privacy. That means collecting only name and email, providing users with option to hide their email, and not sending ads to users' email without their permission. Sign-in with Apple meets these requirements, and I'm going to show you how to integrate it in an Expo React Native. Configuration is first in your developer Apple account, and go to Identifiers and find your bundle ID, and go to Capabilities and find Sign-in with Apple. It needs to be enabled and edit. You need to fill this one. If you're using Firebase, you need to fill your Firebase project ID, and this one will be the same for you. So Firebase can receive important updates about your users and their accounts, especially if they delete the account, you will get notified. And also you need to go to services. And why do you need to go to services? When a user signs in with Apple login, Apple will create a private relay email address for them, so protecting their real email address, and they will forward most of the email communication to them, but only if you whitelist your email sources. So domain would be, I don't know, whatever is your domain, and the email address, whatever that you intend to notify your user. And also if your Firebase will send emails, it will likely be from the no reply, again your Firebase project ID, and then the firebaseapp.com. This enables you sending notifications to the real user's email, but through the Apple's private relay email. If you don't send it, if you don't whitelist it, Apple will block your emails and they will never reach the user. Next, you need to go to Firebase Authentication, add a new provider, and select Apple, enable it. And now we will fill these details: Apple Team ID and Key ID. Team ID can be found in developer Apple account, upper right corner. Key ID and private key, that will be created. So go to, again, certificates, identifiers, profiles, keys, and add a new key. And you need to enable sign in with Apple. And back on configuring, you need to select the primary app ID, which will be your app. And when you create it, you will get, and then when you click on continue, you will register a new key, and you will copy this key ID into key ID field, and also download the P8 file, and contents of that file will go in here, private key. Save, that's it. Now the part of configuration in the Expo app. In your Expo app configuration, find the iOS property and add this uses Apple sign-in. Since you made changes to your Firebase configuration, you need to re-download the Google Services Info property list file. For adding the integration of login, I'm using the Expo Apple Authentication. And then in your code, I'll add a new module called Apple Login. And I will create default Apple login. And this is my component for adding this is an Apple login button. You don't have much freedom with styling. You can just style it if you have a dark mode or light mode. And on Apple button press, I need to, when one logs in to Apple, you should wire it to Firebase authentication. So you log in with Apple, I suppose everything goes well, and then you will get an Apple credential. To get it shown in the Firebase, so for the user to appear in the user members, you need to sign in with credential, the credential you got from Apple. And now you can include it in your login screen, and this is how it looks. This is the sign in with Apple button. I'm using React Native paper for my components, so I already have the dark component over here, and corner radius. Well, you can adjust the height and border radius, but coloring, there's not much freedom with that. If you want this sign in with Apple only to show on iOS, then you would rename this to Apple Login iOS. And you also need to provide the default component, which will be a dummy one. But to not break things, I will extract the properties in the types. And properties are going to be here. This is needed so it's nicer to work with TypeScript. Proper typings. And that would be it. Thanks for watching.